Good everyone, welcome to this video. Today it's a combo request by a guy named Koff, I think. I don't know how you say it because it appears to have Russian, um, it appears to have a Russian syllable in it, so I'm not really sure how to say it, but I'm just going to refer to him as Koff, as in C-O-F. And today he requested a combo of the T-34 1941 and the IL-2 1942. Pretty interesting combo. Obviously, we've got a good bit of stellinium with the T-34. We've got the 76mm F-34 cannon, and we have an IL-2, which is always nice. Now, the T-34 1941 is a tank that has actually never been on the channel before, and it's a tank that well, I've never really been a big fan of the T-34s personally. I like the armor, but the lack of stabilization in its gun, the just overall reload rate of the gun and everything just doesn't feel as good as a Sherman. The turret traverse is roughly similar to a Sherman, but at the same time, I just think a Sherman is more relied upon, for the most part anyway. So obviously the T-34 is one of the, well, this variant is one of the many that you can get at War Thunder. It's in a bracket with the 1940 if I remember rightly. I'll check in a second. This is an optional vehicle to research, and to be honest, some people actually skip this tank, although you can make a pretty fearsome 3.7 lineup with Russia using this tank. Let's check to see if I'm correct about the bracket. Yes, I am. So obviously you got the 1941, you got the 1942, you've got a KV-1, you've got a ZIS-12AA, then obviously you got aircraft like the IL-2 1942 you could bring along. There's a good selection of vehicles that you could choose to buff up a lineup like this. Obviously, I'm not going to do it today because obviously it's a combo, a not anything that like I would do for lineup advisories or anything like that. But overall, Russia 3.7 is pretty beastly, I have to say that. So let's jump into a battle and let's see what we can get up to. Obviously, the plan is as usual. As soon as we can get in the IL-2, we will. Obviously, not as soon as, like, we're not just going to J out when our team clearly needs us. We're going to do as well as we can, die, and then come back in IL-2, etc. So obviously, I do use the IL-2 1942 on occasion for like rank 2 aircraft in like special tasks. Well, not special tasks, daily tasks. But otherwise, I prefer the IL-2M 1943 for that job. What Harry Feet refers to as Dimitri. Okay, so we've got Finland. That should be a pretty decent map for us. Question is, who we're fighting? Let's have a quick look. What shells have I got loaded? Yep, that's fine. Yeah, this does have smoke, so I'll put the solid AP there. I'll put 5 in it. I'll put a bit of smoke. Who are we fighting? Fight the Germans. Okay, that's no problem. I swear I just saw a name I recognise, so I'll have to check that. Oh no, it's not. But yeah, I don't really tend to play T-34s. The problem is with the T-34, I did have the brakes there, but obviously T-34's brakes are not great. Problem is with the T-34 is that I've just never really liked playing them. I just don't. Like, they're good tanks. I do have to say that they're good tanks, but I just don't see the point in playing them because I prefer Shermans. Obviously, with the Russian tech tree, you're going to be playing a lot of T-34s. It's when you get up to the 85mm T-34s is when it really starts to improve, but even then, their armor is still questionable against most of the targets that it will see. The Shermans can still bounce some shit once you get up there, and obviously the Shermans have the jumbo modifications. But obviously the extra mobility on the T-34 1940 and 1941, etc., really comes in handy. Yeah, like I say, I don't play T-34s. The last T-34 I played was the Chinese one, the 1943, which I still need to review at some point. I still need to drag it out for some footage, same with a few other vehicles. And I do plan to do a review on the, well, not review, I mean I can do, but I do want to do something on the M10 at some point. Because the problem is that a lot of people struggle with the M10. I honestly don't know why, because it's such a good vehicle. It's just people play it wrong. I tell you, going through this area with a new graphics card is like a whole breath of fresh air. Because originally I'd have had to have slowed down through there just because of how crap the graphics card was originally. Good hit. Didn't expect that to hit, to be honest. Gone. First kill. German T-34. I'll be truthfully honest though, that first shot I did was a lucky one. I did not expect to hit that part of the turret. So, we need 540 SP to get in the IL-2, and then we can start cleaning up some shit. Now, normally I would go for the C point, but obviously I don't know what else is coming down this road, so I'm going to let that guy behind us in that M4A2 capture the point. I'll let him have it. Because now I can sit here a bit, because we don't know. I'm just getting a bit more comfy in my chair here. If there's anything else coming down that road. And obviously, let's check the guy's level. I swear it was this guy. It might have been. Yeah, it is. So, he might come back for a revenge kill. I think most of the enemy tanks have pushed the A point. Like I said, it's not that I don't like playing T-34s. It's literally because I'm just not the hugest fan of them. Like, I'm the kind of person to play something like a Sherman or a Panzer IV. I just prefer those over this. Now, I'm getting a bit impatient now, so let's see if we can move up a tad. Because we don't know if he's coming back. I see trees falling. Yep, he just missed. I don't have the gun impression. Okay, what we got to deal with? I swear, if it's another premium, I was going to say. Gone. Yep, it was him. Thought so. That is enough for the IL-2. I think we might jump in the plane at this point. What a fucking muppet. Like, seriously, why would you come back? I don't know, but we'll push up a bit. We'll flank around the back and see if we can surprise the enemy on this flank from the rear. Okay, he just died. So, in fact, I am actually going to jump in the plane. Let's jump in the IL-2. Because at this point, it's just better to. Okay, armored targets, RBS rockets. Yep, we're good. Let's go. You can tell last time I used this thing, I had it set up for a special task. So, obviously, we ain't got a ray gunner. And obviously, I have put the winter skin that you can get on this thing. I think it's like 200, 300 ground targets. It's not that much of a grind if you know what you're doing with ground attack and all that. It's actually quite fun. So, the rockets on this thing, the RBS 132s, I nicknamed them the Russian bias rockets. Because they have an armor-piercing, high-explosive warhead, in a way. They're not like heat rockets. They're more armor-piercing variety. Because if they were heat, they would be more... Well, they would be losing penetration over distance. Okay, so we do have obviously some guys who have died twice. Obviously, Mr. Alex Rest, he is out the battle. So we should have the skies to ourselves. I see something right there. What is that? Is that a Panzer IV? Yes, it is. There we go. Kill number one. Like I said, folks, you've really got to get used to the rockets on this thing, but once you do, it's a bloody beast. That's the sad thing, though. Like, IL-2s used to have a really bad reputation with them for being shit ground stackers, and I really don't see what the evidence is. That's a good hit. Got the engine. I could have aimed that a bit better, but to be honest, I'm not all that fussed. Obviously, he's going to be behind that rock, so I'm going to try and drop some bombs on his head. In fact, I don't think he has FPE, but I'm going to make sure. 2 bombs out. I think those missed. And it weren't far off, but I got the kill. Excellent. I'm going to watch for aircraft now, because obviously I'm at low speed. And Hairy Feet is probably screaming, going, why are you not looking in here? But trust me, mate, I am. I'm making sure I don't get attacked by a fighter. Right, Chinu. Looks like a Chinu down there. Because priority for me in ground forces is ground forces first, then do air threats. 23 should be able to punch for a Chino. Yep, they can. Bombs out. Ah, I nicked it, the bastard. They'd have been right on him as well. Never mind. I've got a sneeze coming now. I'm getting many messages from Dope Angel. Excuse me there. I am allergic to dust, fun fact. Well, partially. And the man cave needs a bit of a dust. Okay, well, we've got a... Oh, there's a Dick and Max right there. I can shred him. Let's go. There we go. Beautiful. I don't think they expected an air attack. I mean, I've been flying around for like 5 minutes now, so you'd have thought they'd expect me. Surely. Bad rocket fire? Yep. Thought I wasn't going to hit. That was a bad angle for me to approach from, to be honest. Let's keep an eye out, because if we get attacked at this point in this turn, we are fucked. That sounds like it's coming from behind, and that's not good for me. No, it's friendly, a P-40. That Stug was dead anyway. Of course, kill securing, as some people may refer to it. I'm not all that fussed, to be honest, because, well, I'm not looking for kills. Because, well, I've done the skins on this thing, so I don't need to really worry about anything. You respawning? Yeah, that's an 88. Okay, that's a big concern. Right, well, he's got spawn protection at the moment, but the 23s will rip him to bits. I'll keep the flaps away, shall we say. Ah, fuck it. Surprisingly, that didn't do as much as I was hoping. Yeah, whatever, we're swinging it around. That 88 looks like it's looking at me. There we go. Why do people try to use that thing as a flipping anti-aircraft gun? It doesn't have the traverse on its turret. I can literally feel Hairy Feet screaming down my ears at this point. Like, it's just, like, we're naturally connected, it seems, when it comes to IL-2s. There we go. Good work, good work. What's up with that P4? I think his engine's out. Yeah, he's broke his prop. Ah, what a muppet. Yeah, not a bad result in the IL-2. And obviously the T-34, which we jade out of. But to be honest, I'm sort of glad I did jump in the IL-2. Is there any aircraft up, or has he come back? Oh no, that's a pissed off A8. If I've ever seen one, that's a Tarsay, I think. No, 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 no. Stop shooting me. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not very nice. For a Soviet plane. Soviet planes should not be disrespected in this manner. I'll take it. And that's game over. Lovely jubbly. 6 kills, 4 assists, and obviously the death, which personally I think if you J out of a perfectly good vehicle it shouldn't really count, but that's just me being picky and all that, but I don't think Gaijin will be introducing that anytime soon. But yeah, not a bad combo. Like I say, you've got good ground support, you've got good air support. If you want to add on to this lineup, as I've mentioned before, you do want to put in something like the T-34 1942, the KV-1, and obviously an AA of some kind, so maybe the ZIS-12 or maybe even skip the AA entirely, and obviously go with something like the 89B, the Peshka, LA5, which have quite weak bombs. Or if you're going premium, go for the BS 180 if you have it, obviously. The Hurricane, the P40. There's plenty of options to choose from, and well, that's what makes this lineup very versatile, which is sort of the mainstay why you see a lot of people playing 3.7 lineups, because there's just so many different choices and everything. But yep, I hope you enjoyed today's video on the T-34 1941 and the IL-2 1942. Good air support aircraft, good ground attack, or good ground support vehicle, and well, it's a fun combo, so I don't see why you shouldn't give it a go. Anyway, I will see you all on the next one.